Hey everyone, welcome to Tutored Academy. So my name is Chirag Vaishnav, and this video is the continuation of the series of the interview slash podcast series that we will be conducting on this channel. And I'm for sure that this podcast with Akansha will be beneficial to all you guys because she's SD3 at Walmart and her experience can for sure guide you to a better future, a better tomorrow. And we are having a lot of things, and I'm really excited for this podcast from a long time and having a lot of questions to ask. Without further ado, let's get started. So, how are you, Akansha?
Yeah, I'm good,
Okay,
Chirag.
so really glad to hear
Doing
that.
well.
And actually, I was looking forward to this podcast from a long time, and I'm having a lot of questions in mind, right? But as we are having a large scale of audience, they are beginner, they are intermediate, as well. There are some working professionals as well within us, right? So let's start with your introduction. Who are you, or from where are you, how you all started, what are you doing currently, and then we can get started with the main flow of the podcast.
Yeah, sure, Chirag. So let me briefly introduce myself to the audience who is listening to me. So hi guys, my name is Akansha Likhdhari. I have total almost 5 years of experience. So currently I'm working as SD3 in Walmart, Global Tech India. So as I started my journey, I started as a associate engineer with IBM. Then I moved on to Target as an engineer, and then currently I'm with Walmart. So it's been a 5 years of experience, vast experience, and very much ups and downs.
Exactly,
So
right.
yeah.
So, as you said, you have had 5 years of experience and a lot of ups and downs, right? So, let's just deep dive into them,
Yeah.
right? But before them, I would like to know that how it all started. Means, let's start from your college journey. That how, in which college you were, and from there, how you got these opportunities. Because because if you are a working professional, you know all this process, right? But if you are a fresher, you are keenly looking for these tips, right? That how the interview process is held. If you are a SD3, right? So you were first an SD1, then SD2, then SD3. That how the processes work, how you were selected for SD1 itself, right? So a lot of things are going on. So let's start with your college journey. That after your college, how things started happening.
Yeah. So starting from the college, if you are very keen on going on to the companies which you are aiming from a long time, probably you should start from college itself, because better you are in coding, better in you are in basics of computers and other things, you can grow rapidly in the
Yes.
successive years. So yeah, I was well aware of Java earlier in my days, from the school days, as I was from ICIC. But the finishing started when I started doing a lot of coding from my side in the college with assignments and other things, taking projects as a leader in those projects and driving those projects, working very hard on those projects. I have literally worked hard in my college projects. So the I had there was a gist in me that I have to go in this field. So first you have to have a passion for that. If you are not passionate enough, then probably you are looking for any other direction. So first of all, you should be passionate in what you are looking for, what you are aiming for, and you have to work hard for it. So in the college, I got placed in the first company which I enrolled for and which I got to sit in. So from there, my journey started. My aptitude was tested and my mind was tested, my strength was tested. It was a lot tough for me first, but after I got into it, I think so I got a lot of courage for other interviews too. So I didn't join that. I got then I applied for off campus because the joining was late. So then trying for off campus, going far away for interviews, I got into IBM and I joined there as a engineer, associate system engineer. Then my journey started, but the thing was, what I was looking into, the work was not that perfect for me because I was not
Hmm.
looking into that kind of stuff. So I had to switch myself at the very earliest, but still I had to cope up with multiple things,
Sorry to
multiple projects,
interrupt,
and that,
but
so I had to
what
cope
were the
up a
things
little.
that you were like?
Hmm.
Uh, Yeah. Right. So what were the projects or what was the tech stack that you think that you should move on with that?
Okay. Oh, yeah, correct. So I was looking for Java development, more into website and more into Docker site and the deployment sites. And as a full stack, I was looking into the UI, but the work was more going into the things in the testing side, which I don't want to pursue. So I don't want it to my skills to waste. So I started practicing it again, kind of doing courses. So meanwhile, I did while being in my current company, I did course for Java certification 1.8. That is the basic certificate, I think so everybody should do if they are interested in Java, as it strengthens your core everything, and you can move forward with that. And from there, doing a project from myself, learning courses, and from YouTube I learned a lot of things and created a mini project for myself. And I think so from there I got the knowledge of UI also. So, and after that I cracked into Target, uh, which was a big
Yeah.
achievement for me also. So, and after joining Target as an engineer, I think so I learned a lot of things. And then more into then was looking for more into DSNL goals and other things, and more into more development side. Then I thought of I was finding for a particular path and mentorship which can help me reach that
Yes.
bigger goal for me. So I actually searched out for the courses online which can provide me such kind of mentorship. And there was something lagging in my core DSL goals which I couldn't fulfill by practicing myself. So there was a bit mentorship required in that. So I was finding for a course, and I found multiple courses, but they were beyond my range. So I found one of the course like Tutort Academy, which was actually the perfect for me with the mentorship, kind of perfect for me with the mentorship and the fee structure they were claiming. So, and I really find out through that course, not at once I decided to go with that. So I compared with multiple things. I had a free trial of mentorship and course, and then I decided
Exactly,
to
right.
join that.
So a lot of things you have covered in your whole journey. From the starting, you said that you worked really hard on the
Yeah.
projects. You were really into the college projects. You worked in the team. You leaded the team, and a lot of things. So, you were from the starting of the journey. The thing that I learned for you is that you were always hardworking, right? And at each step when you were promoted to the company, you were switching companies, what you were pursuing is was what was good for you, or what you wanted, that okay, I need to have a good skill in that, and you were having that particularly, right? So that's really amazing and inspirational. So question that popped up into my mind while listening to your story, right, that you said that at a point you were thinking like DS and algos were not the part that you were really confident at, right? You needed some mentorship in that.
Yeah.
But at that time you were doing web development, you were doing Docker and all the containerization things, right? So what made you do DS and algo?
So Docker is kind of deployment when you are full stack, you write everything from scratch and go till deployment. So the designing part, when you say designing, when you get a project, you do designing, system design, taking decisions for your team and bring out new ideas, not at the back end, not at the front end, but it's a complete project. So as we know, like designs and data structures go hand in hand, and how what kind of structure you are using for your project since you're starting from scratch. So a lot of thinking and a lot
Yes.
of opinions go in that. So when you hear a lot of opinions from your seniors or other things, you kind of think like you should also have your opinion, you should be more knowledgeable in that, so that you can
Yes.
provide some opinions to them. Okay, so that kind of, I think I was lagging a bit, like I need to explore and what kind of thing is perfect for my project and what can it help in the future perspectives, and more robust project I can make it, more robust code I could write. So that kind of thing, when I tried exploring and everything,
Yes.
coding everybody does, correct, but how neat and clean coding somebody does, it is very rare. So to had that capability, I was trying to look for DS, because the with DS algo you don't only get the code correctly but also the thinking power, the thinking capability,
Like
what
how
you
you can present
get
the things, how you can
is
think
something
about the
else.
things.
Yeah, how you think about a problem, whether it's any kind of problem, not only the data structure problem, but how you think about the structure of a project, how you think about a flow of a query, what you get from the customers. For example, if a customer oriented project is there, then how you deal with them, how you
Yes.
remove the issues and other things. So that kind of capability also develops with that, so that you don't get just by doing code, but by doing a lot of practice other hand and increasing
So for DSA,
like
you,
thinking
as you
capability.
mentioned that you went to Tutort Academy, right? So how was your experience with them? Like
Yeah.
how you enrolled in that course? What were the courses? What are the things that you learned? How the mentorship was there and all the things?
Yeah, so actually I found from LinkedIn and other stuff. I was scrolling through, I was finding multiple other courses also. So while going through that course, I found that it was kind of matching completely for me what I was looking for, a good mentorship. A mentorship is one thing, apart from your practice things and the things they provide is a cherry on the cake. So the mentorship what everybody lacks sometimes. Take the correct correct things persons the
Yeah.
person other person tell and other things. So I think I got for a free trial on that mentorship they provided. I was kind of convinced with them, like they can help me in that journey what I was looking for.
Right.
So, and since it was economic for me and under my condition, so I think thought of joining
Exactly.
that
Also,
and pursuing.
Tutort Academy pe, what I have personally experienced is that mentors are really helpful, right? Also, जैसे you were a
Actually.
professional when you enrolled the course, right? So it's really beneficial
Mm-hmm.
for professionals as well कि केवल weekends पे ही classes और courses run करते हैं. Apart from that, you're having recorded
Yeah.
lessons, so you can see that whenever you need. Right. So
Yeah.
yes,
So it is important for professionals to get a kind of platform. So
exactly.
yeah, it
So
was good
one
for
question that I
us.
also wanted to ask is regarding the referrals. That do Tutored provides referral?
Yeah, surely they provide. They have good connections and they provide
Okay. So
referrals
have you
too.
been helped
Yeah.
by the referral they provided or something like that?
Yeah. I've been held. I've been not only placed in Walmart, I was placed into other JP Morgan and other. So they provided me that thing, and I was really I benefited from that. The experience comes from not one interview but multiple interviews. So I think so with their with the help of the referrals, I got into other interviews and
Okay.
I was
So,
able to crack it.
first of all, congratulations, belated congratulations for all the companies that you cracked,
Yeah, thank
right?
you.
So, one question that again I wanted to ask is that regarding all the freshers, right? तो बहुत सारे फ्रेशर्स को ये बहुत डाउट रहता है कि रेफरल वर्क कैसे करते हैं, रेफरल होता क्या है बेसिकली. सब ये सुनते हैं कि रेफरल मिला कंपनी में हो गया, रेफरल मिला कंपनी में हो गया, बट एज ट्यूटर्ड हेल्प यू विद द रेफरल. सो फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल आई वुड लाइक टू नो दैट ट्यूटर्ड ने आपको कैसे हेल्प किया रेफरल्स में, एंड सेकंड व्हाट इज रेफरल एंड हाउ इट हेल्प्ड यू आउट इन कंपनीज, एंड व्हाट वाज द इंटरव्यू प्रोसेसेस with the particular respective companies.
Yeah, a referrer goes particularly syncing up with a skill set. If a skill set matches up to that and kind of you are good in that, then they get like they have tie up with like referral people and they try to refer you. And if you're doing well in the course, they are also seeing that this person is capable into cracking this thing, so they invest their referrals into you. So you must be more capable and must be showing so much of capability while going through the courses and doing hard work, that they should be they should be thinking that you are the most eligible person for
एग्जैक्टली
this
मतलब
referral.
अगर आपको कुछ चाहिए तो आपको खुद को
Correct.
काबिल तो
So
साबित करना ही पड़ेगा.
yeah. Yeah, at the last you are the one who had to do hard work. Correct. So
Right, and in the next thing that I wanted to ask in the continuation of that question only, that what were the companies that they helped you get referral in, and how was your experience with that?
yeah. So I got referred into JP Morgan, I got referred into Myntra and other one more company. So probably that interview experience was great. Okay, so you got to know what are your weakness and what are your strengths on those areas, because every company has their different interview process. Level of the ask
Right.
is also different, so you kind of get to know, like, in different kind of companies, whether it's FANG or whether is mid-level companies, you get to know what kind of difference they are asking and what kind of level they are going up to.
Exactly.
So yeah, so I got to know about, since DSL was the heart of every coding, so these every big company goes for that, and they had a big part to play in
Exactly.
your
And if,
interview
as you have
process.
had a lot of experience, so one question that as a fresher I wanted to ask you is that whenever you're trying to get a first of all, I wanted to ask you that please correct me if I'm wrong, that have you changed from service based company to a product based company?
Yeah, I have
Right. So,
changed from
so
IBM to
what was your
Target.
experience with that, and what are the differences a particularly product-based company or a service-based company has? One difference that we all know is of the pay base, right? The pay is really low for service-based company.
Yeah, uh, yeah, yeah. The pay is different. Criteria, that is for sure. Everybody looks for a good pay, because the amount of work they are doing, they don't want to be paid less in other companies, and the same amount of work doing in the other companies if they are paying more. So the other thing is the work culture. Like, the work culture was really good in Target as well as in Walmart. They are too good for the work cultures, and not only work cultures in terms of other things. Say example, your work life balance and other things. The kind of diversity in work you get is also awesome. You are not limited to what you are doing, but you are open to other things. Sometimes your kind of team or projects in that like confines you in that, but if you are in other teams, like, the culture is always open, what I have seen. So it is not that you are working for one team, you'll be working in that. So I was working in Target with a women's project also, which was a parallel project and open for all women's in Target. So likewise in Walmart, they also have
Exactly.
that
So
kind of
you have
culture.
switched from service-based to product-based companies. You have had 5 years of experience. You have switched a lot of companies. So there will be no one better than you to answer this question. And the question is that, what is, as you said, that DSA is the heart of coding, right? So what is the difference of interviews? First of all, difference of interviews in service-based and product-based companies. And the second question that I wanted to ask is, what is the role of DSA key importance in service based and product based companies interview?
DSA plus system design, both are really important
But a
actually.
system
Not
design I
only DSA,
personally feel
but
is more important
as
for
you go
professional roles,
for professionals, yeah. For freshers, I think so.
development
DSL
and
go
core.
and core things goes. Correct, correct. So as service based and product based, or you can say the big companies. Okay, so large scale companies, you can say. So the difference is, yeah, it is there, because service based kind of ask everything in hand. Not one thing, they will be only DSL or something. They ask you theoretical also. They are less
Yes,
into little practical. They are more into theoretical. So that is the difference. And in product based companies, they are more into, they find out how strong you can think of anything, because they can find 1,000 people, but who thinks more and thinks in the correct way,
exactly.
they are finding them. Correct. So that
Right.
is more of a difference, that we can say, that is a brief
Yes.
difference. We are not going into questions or anything, but this is a
And
brief
that you have explained
difference, we
so
can say,
amazing well,
at
right?
least.
So we have covered a lot of things in today's session, right? We have discussed that how you started, and how you like started with the hard work in every aspect, because it's not that big. I personally feel it that it's not that the big things that count. These are the small efforts that you made from start till end, and that
Yes.
summatively gives you a massive impact, right? And that's only what it counts, right? So we have discussed about that. Then we have discussed about all the companies, all the work cultures that have you had, about your 5 years experience, about your company switching service based versus product based. In detail, we have discussed about interview process, why DSA is important, system design, and all the things. So I'm definitely sure that all the students and the audience who have watched this podcast have had learned a lot of things, right? So at the last, I just wanted to ask any advice or golden words from your side to all the audience that will help them, considering even beginner, intermediate, or advanced.
Yeah, for the freshers, I think so. Probably if you are not yet decided on a goal, I think so. There is no time thing, but whenever you realize, you start working on it. Okay, the hard work will surely pay off. And apart from like doing things, you try to reading things, then try to do practically, because in coding everything practical matters. So you have to give some time to yourself and have patience. For professionals, I can say professionals also goes the same thing. Somebody starts with something else, somebody then currently is something into else, correct? So if you're not fine, because it is not that everybody gets whatever they want, correct? So the thing is, if you're not thinking like it is benefiting you or what you're liking, then immediately start planning through it. Work on you, work on the things what you're looking for, what is market is at, and just find things, because every nowadays everything is available, like from YouTube, from Google, and everything. Like, so if you are finding courses also and everything, the thing is they'll invest everything in you. You are the one, you have to
Yes.
invest also in yourself. So because they can provide you material, they can provide you mentorship, but the one who
Exactly.
has to work hard is you. Like, they can't spoon feed you. You have to work, you have to give a little time to yourself, and you have to,
Exactly.
yeah,
Because
grow
at the end
yourself
of the day, the
and
thing
your
is that if
skills.
you want to achieve something, you have to work hard for it. And that's the clear state.
Work hard. Nobody can take you there if you are
Exactly.
not
Nobody can
willing to
take you
go
there
there.
if you are willing to go there. And if you are willing and working hard, nobody can stop you. Right? So
Stop you.
thank you for such
That
an
is true.
amazing session. I hope these all words, these all the discussion that we have had, it will be beneficial to all the students. So thank you, Akansha, for this
Yeah.
amazing session. I wish you all the luck for all your future
Yeah.
endeavors.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Chirag.
Yes.
Thank you to Tutor Academy also.